Do you think there's possibility that these strong winds were artificially created as well?
It's quite possible. We know that they have the power to control the weather. They have weather control, and it's called geoengineering. That's the official term now. And so with geoengineering, you can control the weather. You can control the force of the wind. You can move it around. You can isolate it in a particular area. We meaning these people who create this technology, they're so advanced, and they've tested this stuff many, many times, all the way back going into the 1940s. They've really mastered their ability to control the weather now. Even though we have the illusion that they have no control, they do. And I really do believe that there could be some potential foul play. Could I be wrong? It's always a possibility that I'm wrong. It's just very convenient for the people that are already involved and locked in, ready to rebuild this and get ready for 2028 Olympics.
Yeah, it is weird timing all across the board.
Yeah.
How advanced do you think their weather manipulation is? Like when it comes to earthquakes, tsunamis, catastrophic events, do you think they have those capabilities?
Oh, yeah. Well, Nikola Tesla created an earthquake machine when he was alive. And
Really?
That was back, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Back in the late 1800s.
Wow.
And tested it. And they took all his documentation and paperwork after he died. So earthquake machines, old technology. Controlling the weather, old seeding clouds and controlling the weather, old technology. They've gotten so good now, I believe they can even steer hurricanes wherever they want them to steer them. It's so ironic that Florida used to get battered. South Florida, where I lived in Miami and Miramar and Fort Lauderdale area, got battered for so many years, about a decade ago. And then they rebuilt all that area. Brand new developments came up everywhere, all concrete, steel rebar homes, reinforced overhangs with steel, hurricane codes, Category 5 hurricane windows, Category 5 hurricane garage doors. My house is an absolute fortress. It's not going anywhere, right? A hurricane touched down in one of the neighborhoods adjoining mine about maybe 5 months ago, and nothing happened except for some uprooted trees and stuff and some shingles. No house collapse, right? Because they're solid structures. But the hurricanes now, they've all been going to the same region. The area that they go to now when they hit Florida, areas where the houses don't have hurricane code standard. So they're all built out of wood and aluminum and all these, it's very cheap materials, and they all are destroyed. The streets in those areas have no good reservoirs for handling flooding and things like that. So I knew one person who just bought up their very first investment home to flip it and resell it. And as soon as they enclosed on the house and started working on the remodeling, that's when one of the hurricanes came through and wiped it out, completely flattened it. So now the hurricanes are going to these areas where these homes are not built by South Florida hurricane standards. And eventually when those hurricane standards are implemented in those areas, I don't think hurricanes will go there anymore. That's just my personal opinion. And it's also ironic that Disney World is never hit by a hurricane. If it does, it just barely grazes it. Nothing really happens.
Wow. It makes you wonder if these insurance companies are kind of in bed with these weather modification methods.
These people are on such a high level. They all work with each other. They're all intermingled. It's like a high-level elite globalist group that network together. So they're all on the same page. They were going to build Disney World in the city where I raised my family for 25 years called Weston, Florida. If you go out into the back of Weston right before the Everglades, you can even see some of the old equipment still laying there for Disney World construction. Then at the last minute, they decided to move it to Orlando, Florida. How did they have that intuition? Where did they get that knowledge? This was done a long time ago. And they realized that that area would be better for them and that they wouldn't get hit by the hurricanes. So how do you come up with that kind of knowledge that far in advance? Who knows?
Wow.
Yeah.
So you think that's some deep state stuff?
I think so. I think that all these people are really in cahoots. They plan not for tomorrow. See, where the average person, where they get lost, where we get lost, we're planning for next week. What's going to happen next week? And the average person, when I get my paycheck next week, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to have my vacation plan, and I'm going to take some time, request my time off. They're planning for short term. These people, these elite globalists, they plan for hundreds of years, sometimes thousands. If you look at some of the Fortune 500 companies like Mitsubishi, they have a 300-year business model.
Wow.
They plan for 300 years in advance, and they're not the only ones. These people aren't planning for tomorrow. They're planning for decades, centuries, and eons.
Wherever you guys are watching this show, I would truly appreciate it if you follow or subscribe. It helps a lot with the algorithm. It helps us get bigger and better guests, and it helps us grow the team. Truly means a lot. Thank you guys for supporting, and here's the episode.